Let's adjust our pelvis and our legs so that we can find even grounding to our sits bones. A sense of energy, almost as if we sit down, but you don't round outwards in the low back. Rather, you're feeling for a little bit of energy that allows you, when you're ready, to feel more upright. And you can also use some shoulder rolls to take some time to connect. Maybe we close our eyes. Settling in from wherever you're at or wherever you're beginning in this moment. You'll remain just comfortable with some mindfulness in breathing. Practice Ujjayi breathing. If you're okay with pranayama tonight or whenever this practice finds you, I'm going to welcome some Bastrika, the bellows breath. Sitting nice and tall, root lock. Tip of the tongue draws up to the soft palate. Arms start beside us, elbows in. This exhale. Arms extend straight up, flare the fingers. That's inhale. Keeping the lower ribs in. Reach up, inhale. Slowly exhale. Touch fingertips to the earth. Take another exhale. Hands to heart. Set an intention, a sankalpa. Inhale. Side stretch for your left. And you're going to extend through center. And we'll find this breath work where we're exhaling through center. Inhale to the side body stretch. Exhale through center. Yoga develops over time. The yoking of your spirit, your mind, your body. Our breath is the portal to that more spiritual, conscious understanding in self. The breath is the link in our body with the mind. Once more, go to your left. Exhale to center. Release any surface tension. 5 to 7 breaths here. Inhale to rise up. Exhale. We're going to switch the way our legs may have been sitting. Nice and tall, directing energy up through the back. Good. And then we're going to exhale. Go towards your left as a start, and then we move like we did before. Inhale. And going through to center as you breathe out. Coming into that side stretch on the inhale. Try to keep yourself long through the center. Ribs drawing in. Sits bones staying down. We're going to go one more time over to your right. And we exhale through to center. Remaining here. 5 to 7 deep breaths. Keep coming back to some source energy in our basis by Mula Bandha, pelvic floor, and our Uddiyana Bandha, lower navel, deep abs. Ujjayi breathing, so some of that may be the Jaradanda Bandha. We inhale to come up and exhale. Let your legs extend out in front of you. Give a few moments. Get some energy. Find staff pose. Give a little wrist release. Set up for reverse tabletop. Plant the feet. Draw the lower navel in. 3 rounds. First round, inhale to come up. Drawing into the lower navel. Fronts of the thighs, the inner thighs. Exhale, slowly sit it back. Find a staff pose. Find some movement, integration. Could be side to side. Keep breathing. Round 2, reverse tabletop. Setting up clear foundation. So take the extra steps. The pose can be much more enjoyable, especially the more challenging it is, the better our setup is. Inhale, come up. I always wait until my body alignments feel more in check before I ever extend the head back. Stay breathing, minimizing the back body effort, finding more front body, deep core. Chin comes in, we exhale, sit the hips back. And again, release. Maybe we got the hands, get everything wiggling and jiggling. Maybe even take some time, express yourself. Sort of random acts of movement and mindful acts of movement. Final time. Sit yourself up. Rest down. Inhale, breath rise. Finding your version. If you know the yoga practice of it, Purvottanasana. Exhale, breath release. Come over to hands and knees pose. Widen your knees. Take it back. Balasana. Child's pose. Going over to your right with your torso and your arms. Inhale, center, lengthen. Exhale, left side. Taking your hands, your arms, torso. Releasing any surface tension as you let go of the things in the mind. Next, inhale through to center. If you have really comfortable hero poses, good safe knee low backs, you're going to lift all the way up. If that's not a comfortable place for you to go, you're going to practice rounds of cat cow. We're sitting back, our knees out wide. Take the hands back. We begin to lift the hips up and away, pressing through the tops of the feet. The tops of the shins, you want to make sure that you're able to breathe. You're not going to put any undue injury in your body. I got my feet active, thighs are active. Bandhas, core. We slowly come down. Take it to our tabletop if you were not already there. Inhale, tuck your toes under. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Give yourself a couple of moments there. Melt your heart. Maybe allow your gaze to drift in under one arm for a breath. To the other arm for a breath. Look to the top of the mat. Slowly float, tiptoe, or step. Breathing in, lift up. Find that halfway. Exhale, breath. Holding in. Inhale, rise. Elongation through to center. Exhale, hands to heart. In our breath, we're rooted in the navel. Find a wide position on your mat. Drawing it out on your right side as you exhale for Uttita Trikonasana. Feeling all areas of your body with prana and intention. Inhale to rise up. Exhale through to center, parallel the feet. To the other side. Switching out. And exhale, coming down. Working progressively to fine tune some of this work of our feet, the inner spirals of energy through the causation muscularly. And where we're holding our breath, we're causing more tension, stress. So just scanning and noticing throughout your posture areas that you can illuminate and include breath work. Strong legs and footing. Inhale, rising through center. Exhale, breath. Virabhadrasana 1 to the right. Reset your back foot into position. Rising up with your arms. Pressing deeply into the back heel. Make those wiggle movements till you can connect into the ground more stable. Up with your heart. Interlace the fingers behind you. Warrior 4. Bowing down. Keeping that foot plugged into the ground. Inhale back up. Exhale through the center. And let's switch to the other side. So we want to master some of the work in our feet, which help to turn in our legs and our hips. If we do things like move from our hips first, and then start to move from the knee to the foot, we actually are losing core foundation. So it's really important our feet are what's on the ground, so they're moved first. And then all the alignments are found through that better grounding. And then also it's practice. So you want to fine tune your Virabhadrasana 1 practice. Working towards similarities, but knowing our body could be different. And each body could be different. So practice your yoga. Interlacing behind you. Opening the chest. And we bow down. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale to center. Deep breath in. Mountain pose. Step over, lightly hop, and let me float in. And back to a sense of inner practice. Developing that skill of slowing down, less doing, more observing, a way of being. Be present. Feel your energy drop lower in your body. You may want to have a yoga strap for this balance practice, and you may want to be near a wall. You can try this sitting in a chair or leg out to the side if you need to do on the floor work. You can modify with the knee staying bent. First position is find your best footing. We're going to ground in on our right side first, bringing the left leg up. So we might hold the knee or we hold the foot. We go out to the side and then kicking through the heel. Back through to center. We may try to hold. Maybe take the hands to the back of the head. That gets really challenging just after a few seconds even. Check in with your breath as you come back in. Sense of standing your ground. Blooming in our breath. And we want much more of that energy to fill out our lower rib. We want a softer exchange with how we expand breath in the upper chambers. So checking in again, breath under control so that mind and body are starting to have a lacing, a connection. And then through that, stages of the pose. Your left leg is your standing leg, your rooting leg, holding your knee, grabbing the foot. We go out to the side and kick away. Important not to overly tense if you feel yourself wobbling out of your balance. Meet yourself as humbly as possible. Create things like subtle, soft bend in the knee, more engagement in our core. Lift up. So there's a lift, a press out, a pull, a push. We come back through to center. So again, we might try to hold, take the hands to the back of the head. Add a smile even. Deep breath in to lift the heart. Forward fold, Uttanasana, exhale. Peace fingers around your big toes. Lift the heart. Exhale. Bow in. Create some space here between our thoughts, gently between the vertebra, between the inhale and the exhale. Top of the hands slide in under the feet. Toes come to your wrist crease. Inhale, lift your heart. Shoulders back. Elbows out to the side. Exhale, fold in. You can use your toes to kind of massage in at your wrist. Lots of inversional energy here. So some of us might invert daily. Some of us Might do inversions only during a yoga class. It's just really important to stay breathing and connect with the overall support of your core. We're going to prepare to step it back into down dog. So have an inhale to lengthen and an exhale that steps you back. Feel your heart center melt. And have some work into our pigeon variation today. So you may have some extra props. I'm going to be drawing the right knee in. So those extra props I'm going to intentionally show today is one with a yoga block, which could be also a blanket or a bolster. Try to keep the hips as even as possible. We hook back to the top of the foot, and then I'm going to kind of curl my toes back. We lift up. Don't worry about how deep you go today. Should be through more of the upper back and an energy of moving space into the spine rather than condensing, closing in the spine. Just feel what the practice is for today. There's been throughout my years so many different stages of this pose. Take around 10 breaths. Slowly release. Reset your pigeon to fold down over the front side. Big exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Find that 3-leg down dog. Hip opening. Shoulders square. Slowly release, reset. Let's try that pigeon series on the other side. Left leg draws in. We wouldn't go as deep yet. We want to be able to create the type of space in ourselves where we're able to come up. And if we go too deep in the hip stretch, chances are you won't be able to come very high over your hips. Make a loop. You get a hold of your ankle, even better, towards the top of the foot. We turn back around, squeeze into the inner thighs, wrapping the elbows in. And don't be so concerned about the depth of the pose. Maintain your breath, your enthusiasm. Some of us are going to get quite a bit of a front hip opening when we work on back bends like this, which may involve some emotions. So be mindful of that. Stay breathing, 10 breath cycles. We lower out. Reset the front foot so that you have a good time being here. Pigeon pose. Have some moments
release. Breathe deeper, slower, more precise. And include your intention, your sankalpa, the way you're invoking this or dedicating this time. We'll be coming up, finding our counter. Drawing it over with that opening. Eventually, lying out downward facing dog. Inhale. Finding a hero pose or another suitable position. If the things we've been working with so far, you're feeling good about, maybe you would like to have some props. We're going to do the widening variation. We lift up. Ourselves into that opening. One more time today, hips lifting up. You can also practice some rounds of cat-cow. And again, if it's suitable, the hips would be down. You're going to go all the way, maybe to your forearms. Some of us might be able to come all the way down. Find your variation and practice some deep breathing. Preparing to come up. If you went down, slowly find our way with our legs out in front of us. Full Paschimottanasana. Inhale to extend. Release the neck. Exhale to fold. As you're ready to, you'll come down onto the back. We'll take a Apanasana, knees to chest pose. Arms out wide, twist to your right. Inhale, center, keep the legs hugging together. Exhale to your left. Keeping your shoulders down, upper body release, surface tension. Using your core to come through to center. You may like to take it to a happy baby pose. And even extend out wide. Be able to relax your shoulders down. Have your low back off the ground, but your tailbone down, sacrum down. You'll move into a period of relaxation. This could be a way of restorative posture for you with props or up legs up the wall. Can be something that's setting you up here to just lie comfortably. Let's take a deep breath in as the energy settles into a relaxed state, spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, psychologically. Detach through a connection that allows you to be aware, subtly aware, without clinging to the effort or the doing. Aware that you exist in a state, being a sanctuary of inner peace and inner calm to reset and rejuvenate to wherever you go after this relaxation. Take as long as you'd like here for joining the session. Thank you. Namaste. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.